Or is it going to be a high rate, a low rate, or will the rates be as they are now, or will they have to kind of book early to guarantee themselves a good rate, or what about the rates?
No, I think accepting that it's right into the height of the summer season, albeit for the Tour de France, we will have to put on a special rate, which will be lower than it will be time sensitive.
Hang on, just a minute. There's something happening here while we're talking to the Centerline director here. There seems to be a problem. I'm not quite sure he just punctured or not, but Riis is in all sorts of trouble. He started looking very lethargic, and now he's pulled over on the side of the road. His car's come up to him with a spare wheel. And Stephen, I don't see normally that they change a bike. I thought normally the mechanic gets a spare bike rather than changing a wheel.
Well, normally they would have. His chain now has come off. Normally they would have arranged them before the start. They would have pre-arranged that the first, say, 20 kilometres we change a bike or change a wheel, and after that then we change the bike. But
what have we seen? The last year's victor of the Tour de France slinging his bike away in sheer disgust. He's had an unholy tour. At one time he was going to be the leader. Suddenly Ulrich came forward and was going better than him, and then he had sickness, and now his bike doesn't work. Bjarne Riis, I wonder just what on earth is going through his mind now. He's so disappointed.
Look at Pevnich here standing beside the car. He's afraid, I'm sure, to go over to Riis. How can Riis keep his calm? Why are they trying to put the chain back on again? Why does it take the other bike?
Rudy Pevnich, that's the assistant team director on the side of the road now, looking at last year's victor of the Tour de France. A man who's finished third in the Tour, a man who's finished fifth in the Tour, a man who's lying seventh now, and everything is going out of the window. He'd be lucky to finish eighth or ninth at this rate of knots. We can all feel for him, can't we? We can all feel for him.
I just hope Ulrich doesn't puncture that. If it had the same tripping or the same kind of slow wheel change, he could lose the Tour de France if that was that.
He didn't look all that keen to start this morning when we saw him come out the start house. He'd ridden around with Ulrich showing you the ins and outs of the course. Sorry about the picture breaker, but I'm sure you'd like to stay with what we have seen live on Eurosport this afternoon. One of the most outstanding and amazing pieces of problem to suit a winner in the Tour de France. Last year's victor, wearing number 1, now back in action. He must have lost a good thick minute there, apart from his morale, Stephen.
I'm sure his morale must be down in his yellow socks there. It's